Hello, welcome to the Warframe First Step Guide for new players. Today, we are going to be going over the Once Awake quest. Now, if you head over to your codex and you click on the Once Awake quest, you can begin it directly from your codex. At that point, you'll receive a message from the Lotus, but don't even worry about that. Just go ahead and head over to navigation, bring down your quest menu, and go ahead and click on the quest, and it should load you directly where you need to go. So this mission is going to be pretty simple. It's going to pretty much be a standard spy mission. I know a lot of you guys aren't going to like spy missions, but my advice to new players is I recommend getting good at spy missions as early as possible. So when doing spy missions and trying to pull data from the room where it's held, every room is going to be randomly generated and different. This is the room I got, so I'm going to show you guys the path I take, but keep in mind, most likely you guys may get a different room because traditionally in Warframe, all the maps are randomly generated, so be prepared. But one thing I will tell you about spy mission is usually every spy mission has about 3 different ways to get to the terminal you need to hack, right? It all depends on the route you choose. The only advice I can give you is just to be patient, take your time. That way you can be careful, don't trip the alarms. And if you do trip the alarms, just make sure you have established a direct route to the data. As you can see at my next terminal, this one is really easy. As for this one, just jump to the top, destroy the sensor bar, drop through the hole in the roof, and grab the data from the terminal. To a new player, I also recommend ciphers. You can buy a cipher blueprint from the market, but eventually you'll get it as a reward from the junction. A cipher is an auto hack tool. I don't recommend you use them on the regular. I recommend you just know how to hack Corpus terminals and Grineer terminals. But eventually, all these locations where you're hacking and grabbing data from, they will have more countermeasures. So you'll start encountering more lasers, more cameras. You'll start encountering Eximus units in the data room. So when you start off, these can be pretty easy, so get used to them. But as you progress, they will go up in difficulty. So upon arriving back to your ship, go ahead and bring down your quest menu and go ahead and fire up the next mission, and this should take you directly to where you need to go. This one is going to be an infestation extermination mission. So these are some of the simplest missions in the game. Just run in here, eliminate all the enemies, and head to extraction. So for the first mission, after you complete it, Lotus gave you a flawed molten impact, but I believe after this mission, if you check your mail, Lotus should give you a heat sword blueprint. But upon arriving back to your ship, go ahead and fire up the next mission. This mission is going to be a defense mission. So you guys already know defense missions are fairly simple and straightforward. Just head to the objective area and defend the objective for as many waves as you're there for. What I will say is defense missions can be kind of annoying because the time that you're there for all depends on the amount of enemies that are coming, but just go ahead and write it out, guys, and extract. So upon arriving back to your ship, you will receive the heat sword blueprint and you should have completed the Once Awake quest. So at this point, what you're going to want to do is head to the Mars Junction on Earth and fight the Spectre at that location. Now, I assume you're a new player watching this. I don't see why you would be watching this if you're a veteran player, but if you're a new player, go ahead and put on the best gear you have and head to the location because Loki can easily melt you. So make sure you're rocking whatever level 30 gear you have with whatever damage mods you have. I know it's early game and you probably don't have a lot, but just put on the best stuff that you do have. So, as you can see, if you defeat the Spectre at this junction, these are the rewards you will receive upon defeating him. And the Kubro Incubator Core, you will need that for the Howl of the Kubro quest. So what I always recommend is, if you have Volt, I recommend you throw up a couple Volt shields and just try to shoot them from a distance for some extra damage. But if you have Excalibur, which you probably do, because Excalibur is the most popular starter, just run in here, hit him with Radio Blind and Melee, and bam, that's you all done. So now that you have completed this junction, you will receive the Arcwing quest, the Heart of Deimos quest, and you will also receive a Void Relic segment. The Void Relic segments, those are used to unlock your Void Relic thing in the corner of your ship by your arsenal. That's going to basically allow you to go farm Prime gear. That's going to allow you to farm the Prime versions of weapons and Warframes and such and such. You also now have access to Mars, so I recommend you start clearing out Mars. And you have an Iron Phoenix stance for your sword, so make sure when you craft that heat sword, you are using the Iron Phoenix stance. Even if it doesn't match the polarity slot, it makes the weapon better overall. Remember, always use your stance mods. So after you arrive back at your ship, you can go ahead and head to this Void Relic thing next to your arsenal, install the segment, and if you fire this bad boy up, as you can see, this is where you can view all the relics you accrued. If you scroll over a relic, it's going to tell you all the items available inside the relic. If you click on the relic, it's going to give you a chance to refine the relic, which costs void traces. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for today, guys. This has been Warframe First Steps. Join us next time. Thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Have a great day.